Órale, cholo, choco, los tres chingones, boxing shots to all the chingones y chingonas. And Nico Ali Walsh was in action over the weekend against somebody that beat him. Nico Ali Walsh has one defeat. Now, he only really has, what, 11 fights. One of them is a loss, which he avenged over the weekend against Sona Akale or something like that. I'm not even really sure who the dude is. I just caught the story that his opponent, Sona, didn't turn professional until I think he was 32 years old, and now he's 36 years old. Look, man, Nico, I heard what he said after the fight. Now, well, before I get to that, let me go ahead and say this. Um, he looked terrible. He won the fight. Okay, he did win the fight, but he looked terrible, man. The kid's got no defense. Now, he's only 23 years old and he only has 11 fights, but he's not getting any better. He's just not. Now, people could say, like, well, in order to get better, you just got to keep him busy. That's fine. Keep him busy. But look, man, there's nothing special in this kid. Okay. And it's very easy to tell that he's only getting TV time. He's only getting coverage because of his name, because of his grandfather, Ali, Muhammad Ali. That's why he's getting coverage. That's why people are interested in him. And he's just not looking good. He's not coming along that well, man. It's kind of hard to watch because he doesn't really have defense, man. Now, he was trying to showboat a little bit here and there in the fight, which kind of made it exciting. It wasn't a bad fight. I want to make that clear. It wasn't a horrible fight, but it was just easy to see, man. He's just not that good of a boxer. So forget even about becoming great. And at 23 years old, 23 years old, man, you should be looking pretty damn good already, right? He can still grow and he can still get better, but he can never be great, in my opinion. Now, the thing about Nico here is he wants to be respected and looked at as a real fighter as opposed to, hey, you know what? It's not just because his name is Ali. And he told a story after the fight, and the story was that he was offered a fight with Jake Paul for a celebrity fight, and he could have made a lot of money, which, yeah, that would have made him a lot of money. Jake Paul versus Muhammad Ali's grandson. Yeah, it would have made a lot of feria. And he turned it down. He turned it down because he wants to be with the real fighters. He wants to be with the real guys in the ring. And look, I respect that. And not only that, he was injured in this fight in the last round. His lead shoulder popped out of place. You can see the bone coming out. He wasn't really able to use it. He was just using his backhand, and he'd have to change stance when he had to. So, look, I don't want to disrespect this guy because he could have definitely taken a Jake Paul fight. I seen him in there injured over the weekend with an injured shoulder, and he still fought it out. So I definitely respect this guy in that he has the heart of a fighter. That's for sure. And I'm not going to take that away from him. But he just doesn't have the skills. He just does not possess skills or any skills, man. It's just that, he's getting the TV time because he's Ali. Now he's already got one loss. And I'm gonna say, man, depending on how busy they keep him, but he's gonna start fading away pretty fast. So he's still fighting he's not fighting 12-round fights, he's not fighting 10-round fights. I think this last weekend he was in a 6-round fight, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it was an 8-round fight. But look, definitely respect him for being a real fighter and not doing any of these foolish celebrity fights. Even though that would probably be his best bet. Him versus Jake Paul, that's actually a pretty good matchup. I don't know who would win that fight. I would actually like to see that fight. To tell you guys the truth, I think they match up pretty well. Some might say that Nico could win that fight. I don't know. I don't know, man. That's actually, meeting each other at their level. Because outside of that, man, this guy isn't going to go anywhere and he's not going to win any championships. But I mean, look, Rolly Romero won a champion. I always use Rolly as I always use Rolly as an example to say almost anybody can win a championship. But yeah, man, look, Nico, I respect it because he does have the heart of, as a fighter, but he doesn't have the skills. Maybe he should go off and fight Jake Paul to make a good payday. What's your guys' thoughts? Cholo, Choco, los tres chingones, boxing shots, all the chingones y chingonas. Catch you guys on the next round.